The party sticks together, baby. Question of the day, ranch or blue cheese? Let me know in the comments below. Ladies and gentlemages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man, and we've got a Baldur party featuring Stick Together, because the party always sticks together. When you're having a good time, you want to keep that good time. So Stick Together is a brand new Baldur's Gate card. Each player chooses a party from among creatures they control, then sacrifices the rest, which is really cool because a party is a cleric, rogue, warrior, and wizard, and that's a party. So you can choose each of those cards among your cards. So if you have a warrior, wizard, a cleric, and a rogue, those 4 cards, you can keep all of them, and your opponent's cards, granted if they're not party creatures, they go bye-bye. So I'm going to test out this Stick Together card, see if it makes any sense to run. I think that it can find a little niche here. So if we build up our board and they build up their board versus certain creature matchups to stick together, we can just get rid of their cards and keep our cards, and it should be a pretty good time because that's what parties are, right? So otherwise, we do have a little bit some one-offs here. Let's start with Lae'zel, Githyanki Warrior. This is a legendary creature from Baldur's Gate. Specialize for 1, which is a cheap specialize. Usually they're pretty expensive here. It does have a double strike, and then whenever it gets targeted, you can exile it and bring it back. So it has a little bit of de facto protection. And then obviously we have blue, white, and green that we can specialize into. So there are different types of cards that we can get into, which is really stupid and dumb, is that there's only one card that has different art. Like, I honestly don't mind if they have the same art but different colors. That's totally no big deal. What's stupid is that they have, what is this? Only one of the cards is different colored, or different art. That is so dumb. I can't even put it in. Oh my god. Wizards, come on, get it together. What are you doing? But either way, that is what we have there. Everything else is pretty standard here as far as the party mechanics. We've already seen, you know, Bant party before. We do have the Mage's Attendant, which is nice because it does spit out another little warrior token, or wizard token rather, excuse me, that can counter something here. But this is Klement, Novice, Acolyte, and this is kind of the same thing. We can specialize for 2, get all of our creatures 1/1, which is pretty awesome, especially in different creature matchups here. And I'm going to go ahead and flip through what we can specialize into, which is really, really cool. Can't go in for the red or the black, but, you know, still pretty cool. And this actually makes sense because these are different color, different arts for each one. I'm again totally okay. This is kind of Wilson the Subtle Bear, which is a warrior. Kind of, you know, I don't know why it's a warrior. It just kind of looks like a regular bear to me, but whatever it is, we got the warrior spirit. And if you notice, it has all different colors. Again, for the 100th time, I'm totally okay with that. What I'm not okay with is just one of them out of the 5 being different. It's just so weird. And I know a lot of people say Alchemy, like, you know, they have the same arts as paper versions, but they're different text. Just change the art, wizard. Just change the art and everything is fine. You make it so easy to hate on Alchemy. And I've been an Alchemy stan, and you just make it so easy, and that's the problem. Like, you're making it hard for me. I've been like the most loyal Alchemy content creator, and you're making it so hard to just stay with you on this Alchemy journey. But we're still making content. I still like Alchemy. It's still fun and it still has its moments, but wow. Rant over. Sorry, wizards, get it together. Rant over. Sorry. Either way, this is the deck here. We're gonna put on our party hats. Let's see if we can just do some cool things with the Stick Together. I have high hopes for this card. So before we get into the gameplay, make sure to leave a like. The button looks just like this, helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Fox, how are we doing here? Is it like Star Fox? Either way, how we do? We go second, which is fine. So we can't. Oh god, that thing always scares the living bejeebus out of me. I'm gonna have to get used to these dragons that come off the screen like that. Ooh, that was scary. Either way, we got Forsaken Crossroads. We do have our Stick Together. We love to stick together as our lovely party. We're going to need white. We're definitely going to need a lot of white, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Don't have anything to play, but that should be okay here. This is a new Alchemy card, Klement, Novice Acolyte. Pretty cute little card. It is a cleric, so it did naturally make the old way in here. Forsaken Crossroads. Well, that's nice. I love the Forsaken Crossroads in Alchemy. It helps a lot. It pretty much makes everything the same color that you need it. So what do we want to do here? I think we're just going to go for, don't really need blue, don't really need green either. So I guess blue shall win by default here. And we're going to drop our Klement, Novice Acolyte, and I actually have the wrong color on here. So let me go ahead and fix that up. Bang! Got the right color on the microphone now. Just a little odd, a little fitting here. Okay, so this is a problem here because we can use Stick Together, But because we're playing against party creatures as well, they're going to be able to like keep their best cards. So that is really nerve-wracking. We can go for Specialize. We can actually Specialize it. I kind of forgot what this does. You get a boon. It's a boon. I don't even know what a boon is. When you cast your next creature spell, that creature enters the battlefield with a lifelink counter on it. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I think we'll hold off on that for now. Let's go ahead and drop this. I think we're just going to have to go for white. And we are already roping here because we're reading our new card here. But let's go ahead and untap this and go for... Do we want to go for Linvala? Or do we want to go for Mage's Attendant? Yeah, I think we're just going to go for Mage's Attendant. We're going to set up the battlefield as largely as we can here. Okay, I think we're just going to pass. But this is kind of cool. We're at a 4-3 now with the Mage's Attendant because of our Novice Acolyte here. They perpetually get +1/+1, which is pretty gosh darn cool. Righteous Valkyrie. So the cool thing about Stick Together is if we cast this, they're pretty much all clerics. So they're going to have to just pick one. Now, what's not cool is getting no land here, but what is cool is going for Spoils of Adventure. And because this Mage's Attendant spits out a wizard, we have just enough to cast this. Hopefully we get into more land, which we do, which is phenomenal. And do we want to go for... We need some more... Gosh, it's kind of sucky to play this for white when we need other colors. But we don't need green, like, at all. Like, literally at all. So I think we just do this. Let's drop the Archpriest of Iona here. We do not have a full party yet, though. It is worth mentioning. And let's swing with the Mage's Attendant, because they don't want to... They're not going to want to block anything. Yeah, that's fine. At least they don't get any more life this way. Plus, you know, because this has 4, it's going to get bigger. So we could have swing there. It does come back in, but that's okay. I mean, gaining 1 life, I mean, chances are they have something else in their hand anyway. And here's a Youthful Valkyrie. Ooh. Oh, you hate to see it. You really hate to see it. Fortunately, they do only have one, or I mean, they only have 1 type of party creature. So I guess we'll play this for green. And now, look at this. This is pretty cool here. Because the party sticks together, baby. Let's get it. Stick together. Each player chooses a party from among creatures they control. Now, I will have to get rid of one of our clerics, which is really unfortunate. But I think it's still going to be worth it. I don't see how else it's not going to be. So let's go ahead and stick together here. And I get to choose up to 1 cleric, rogue, warrior, or wizard. So this is a wizard. This is my only wizard. This is my only rogue. And, oh man, I would really... I don't think this is that... This is more of an offensive card. This is more of a defensive card. So I think, man... I think we're going to have to keep this for the Specialize, just for the lifelink. Oh, it's not great. It's not great. I think I'm going to do it, though. I think because we are off on the offensive, I do kind of want that lifelink. But they have to make a choice. These 2 are gone, and they get to keep 1 of the Righteous Valkyrie and the Voice of the Blessed. So they're going to keep the Voice of the Blessed. That makes sense. They do gain life, though. That is the brutal part here. That is the brutal part. They do gain life. Ouch. Big time ouch here. We don't have any other mana to hold up the non-creature spell type ability. The Jawari. Oh, Legion Angel. Oh, just disgusting in every way, shape, or form. Not only is Legion Angel just brutal to play against, just because they drop it and they just keep getting unlimited firepower for 3 turns, but it's also a warrior, so our Stick Together is like dead. Oh, I mean, it just couldn't really be worse. Oh my god, that is rough. Okay, so we can go for this. We can do this for blue. We're gonna seek 3 non-land permanents. Choose 1 of those cards. Shuffle the rest into your library. Or we can go for green. No, that's not very good either. The lifelink. What do we actually want here? 8/8. I mean, we can go for Sentinel. Dang, that thing being a warrior is just absolutely sucky. Because we stick together, but because they're a part of the party, you weren't invited to the party, but they're still here. And yeah, that is so unfortunate. Let's go for the Specialize. Oh man, alright, we're going to go for this thing. We're going to go for Klement. We're going to get rid of Concerted Defense because they're playing creatures. We don't care. And what can we get here? This doesn't really help us at all. Like, literally at all. And that is just wickedly sad. I guess we'll have to take this because it at least has reach. So we'll keep that. And then we'll just play the Linvala, I suppose. We do miss out on having a complete party again. But even if we did have a complete party, it doesn't really matter. it does not really matter here. So we already have a cleric, we've got a rogue, we got a wizard, we need a warrior, and we just don't have a warrior. I don't think we even had an opportunity to grab a warrior, right? Or we had the right? Was there? There wasn't like a Paragon, was there? Either way, we are going to have to do this, and I think we'll do this. Well, no, I guess we can just chump the first time, right? Let's go ahead and just chump that. We'll take 4. We'll see if we can do something else here. But yeah, this being a warrior is just disturbingly sad because the stick together, it doesn't help us. It literally just doesn't help us. Come on, play some more creatures. Play some more creatures that are not party members. They don't, unfortunately. So my turn. We'll get another land. Oh, it's just so sad. It's so sad. It's just so sad. I don't think we can really do anything, honestly. I don't. We've got a cleric here. No, we can't do anything. We need a Paragon or a warrior. We need our own Legion Angel. And I guess we could have went stick together. I don't know. I think we're just kind of... We're just in all sorts of shambles here, because I shouldn't have even played this, because if this is a rogue, we already have a rogue. I think we're just kind of clicking buttons, I hate to say it. Whatever, we're going to play this down. We still have Sentinel to chump block here, so maybe we can get into a warrior next turn somehow, and I don't know. I just don't know. It's rough. Well, I guess we at least have Vanishing Verse, and we're going to be... Oh my god. Ah! We can't even go for the wizard, because they have 1 up. Which, you know, this wizard's nice, but as the game goes on, it does lose its flavor a little bit. Because paying 1 is not that hard. So, at this point, we are going to have to chump block Oh, we actually don't have reach, so that is actually a good game. What a travesty. You know, I still am a big believer of the stick together, but unfortunately this was like the most insanely hard matchup because most people are not running party, but... JPSBP, how are you doing? Let's go ahead and keep this. We're going to be able to stick together, hopefully our opponent is not also running party cards, because that would really suck. So I guess we'll just drop the Archpriest. We could go for this, call out green with the Forsaken Crossroads, but unfortunately the Crossroads does come in tapped, so it's not great. Let's see what our opponent... Are we running against dragons? Absolutely a huge sucker for sleeves, especially ones that give animations when you go over them. Just super cool. So we'll call out green here. I guess we'll scry. Ooh, a Paragon? Do we want to keep a Paragon? Yeah, we can build up our party there a little bit. Yeah, I think we can do that. We want to do that. So if we're playing against a creature deck of some sort, which I see green and white, which, you know, usually means creature decks, so we can use stick together after we build up our board and then take them away. And this is sucky. This is sucky because this is a rogue. This is a rogue, so even if we can get rid of it, it's not really going to matter here. So I'm going to go for Fateful Absence right away. They have a ton of cards that can protect itself, like Snakeskin Veil, Wild Shape, etc., etc. So it's just important we just get rid of it. Just get on rid of it. And I guess we could go for blue, or... We definitely need blue at some point in this deck, but I guess because we have white cards here, we might as well do that. Oh, we get our Wilson Bear Comrade. We'll go ahead. Oh man, it's kind of, we do kind of need some more land, or yeah. Oh, it's for the content. It's for the content. Let's go ahead and keep this. We'll go ahead and swing in here. We do get it is a warrior too, so it also increases our party count. So that'd be cool. Getting a little dicey here. So this will be a cleric, this will be a rogue, this will be a warrior, and this can just be a wizard. It can be whatever. So, generous visitor. That's interesting. Okay. I know that we're being a little bit naughty because obviously we're just going to drop this, and this is totally for the content because obviously probably not the best move like optimally, but I just want to play with our new cards here. So Wilson Bear Comrade fits the party theme, and we can specialize it if need be. I'm not too familiar with all of these specialized cards here. The Virtuoso is a pain in the butt, because again, we can't really do anything with that. We do get a Deserted Beach, which is nice. So, do we want to specialize? You can only specialize as a sorcery, so I guess we can go for either a white or double green. Target creature you control gains lifelink. That's not that amazing right now. Where's the other one? There we go. Ward 2 with Reach and Trample, I think that's pretty gosh darn good. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do this. So, let's give it Trample. Let's go into Wilson the Majestic Bear here. Specialized for 4, right? Alright. Oh, I know we're taking a long time, and I do apologize so dearly. But let's go ahead and get rid of you. And now we've got a 5/5 Reach Trampler. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good here. If they want to give up both their creatures, they're going to have to do this now. So I think we can just be aggressive here. We have the Majestic Bear down to 9. I know this Virtuoso can get going really quickly, so this is a little nerve-wracking, especially with the Connive ability, but we got to do something here. And we can exile this card. Target creature you control gains 1/1, Reach, Trample, and Ward 2. That is pretty good, even if they get rid of the Wilson, the Majestic Bear. Oh, God. That is going to be just brutal here. They're going to gain life after we worked so hard to get them down. So it appears... Oh, goodness gracious. But at least we still have a warrior and a cleric, which sucks really bad as, again, this is just a rogue. Like, it's a rogue, so we can't really do anything. If we use Stick Together, they're going to be able to keep it. And this is the kind of deck where they pretty much go all in on one creature. So, like, this, again, this card just sucks against this deck, unfortunately. Hopefully, we can get into some more spot removal. We actually are running a decent amount of spot removal in this deck. So, not great here. We're going to have to drop Forsaken Crossroads. I think we'll just call out... I think we can go green. We already have one blue source. Don't need a whole lot of blue here, so we'll get rid of you. And we can't even use this for the kicker, which is just appalling and tragic. We can't make a full party, obviously. I'm going to cast this without the kicker. I know it sucks. It's not great here, but this has double strike. I think we can swing in with this. How many times are they going to target themselves is the question here. I mean, this Illuminator Virtuoso is going to put just... do we swing in here? I really don't know if we do, because this thing's going to get bigger next turn. I think it sucks, but we can't. We can't. We literally just cannot do that, especially with the lifelink, and it gets bigger every turn. It's just a travesty. It just seems like whenever they have whenever you play against Virtuoso, they always just have unlimited Virtuosos. Like, this deck is not that good without Virtuoso. I mean, it's still pretty good, but like, this is kind of like their calling card here. So they do get the Runeforge Champion, which is a warrior. Okay, I'm gonna have to. I mean, the salt's coming out. The salt is coming out. Stick Together. Not that good of a card. What is going on here? Unfortunately, Sticking Together is our opponent's cards are sticking together with us. I mean, this is crazy. This is absolutely nuts. We keep playing Warrior and Rogues, and I mean, obviously it's a pretty common type, but I mean, oh man. These cards are just rendered completely useless. They're utterly and completely useless. We're going to spend 5 mana to get rid of a Generous Visitor. I mean, you hate to see it. Lifelink, Trample, whatever. I mean, we're going to have to draw some sort of spot removal, or it is absolutely game over, because we have to just take this. I mean, we can't... Well, let's see here. I guess we could go 3 for 1. I mean, Jesus, that is just too disgusting. I think the only way that we win here is just praying that we get a Fateful Absence, right? We can get either a Fateful Absence, or we can get a Linvala. We can prevent the Virtuoso from attacking. That would be one way to do that. But, you know, it's not over. It's not over. It's looking horrendous. Horrendous. But it's not over. I think we have to take this. We do not have any sort of positive double blocks or anything, so we have to just kind of pray. We do get a Paragon, and yeah, it's over. Because this is a Rogue, this is a Warrior. Stick Together does not do a lick of anything, and that is literally just going to be a good game. How tragic, man. Man, gosh darn it. Well, it is what it is. Wow, not Cutie Pie, but a Cutie Muffin. That is adorable. Well, let's go ahead and keep this here. We'll go and, hey, we gotta go ahead and give him a hello. Come on, that is just amazing here. Cutie Muffin. Okay, let's see. Forsaken Crossroads. We're gonna start off with a big mighty red. Okie dokie here. Well, I don't need to spend too much time thinking what we need to do here because it doesn't really matter. We're going to set up for, hopefully, a Tajuru Paragon here. Let's go ahead and set up our hand a little bit better here. Might be nice and organized here. So let's drop this 4 green, and we'll get our Paragon on the way here. They are playing Rakdos and don't play a single thing with their first 2 cards, which is a little weird, but makes me feel like we're just kind of sitting ducks. But whatever, they Fable. Okay, Fable of the Mirrorbreaker. Like legend has it, I just hear rumors. This card's like really good, really good. Absolutely love this card. So I guess we'll go ahead and drop this. Just get down our Linvala. Nothing too fancy here. Might as well swing in. I am gonna swing in. I know it seems a little bit reckless, but if they trade here, no, we're not gonna do that. If we were going to do that, we should have swung in first, but either way, it's close. I just hate Fable of the Mirrorbreaker. They just do too many cool things. Just too many cool things. Let's see what you got here. So to get rid of a Bloodthirsty Adversary in a high VI tournament, pretty standard. Earlier in the match, I mean, Bloodthirsty Adversary doesn't have the best things to get into here. So they're going to swing in here. That's interesting. Alright. I mean, I feel dumb. Maybe we're just taking the bait. I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. Maybe they've got like a Mehook Massacre and they're just kind of setting us up for a Mehook, which would be kind of nasty here. I would not appreciate that at all. And there's the Mehook. So we're going to lose our Linvala, whatever. I guess we might as well just activate it just so we at least save a little bit of something here. And I guess we're just going to go for Hexproof. Don't think that really matters here, but we at least save 1 life with the Mehook Massacre, because the Mehook Massacre now does not gain them life. So I do think that is important to note. Alright, we can specialize this thing for 1, and I do think that is pretty important. So, do we want to just cast this right away? Because whenever you cast a spell, it gains... Whenever it becomes the target of an ability or spell an opponent controls, you may exile this creature, then return it to the owner's control. I think we're just going to cast this. So let's go for Lae'zel. I can't pronounce this. Githyanki Warrior here. Look how cool this is. Boom. So whenever it becomes the target of something, you're going to be able to just like remove it and bring it back to the field. It's kind of weird how it gains that. When you cast it, it gains the ability, which is like a little strange to me. Spell Drain Assassin. Oh, that's interesting here. So, whenever it enters the battlefield, choose an instant or sorcery, it gains casualty 2. That is really interesting here. Okay. Either way, let's see. Whenever this creature special battlefield specializes, seek a non-land permanent card with mana value 3 or less. I mean, that's pretty good, and I think we're going to do that. So, we just have to specialize for 1. Specialize. We don't have any of these other colors in our hand here. We have to go for double white, which is kind of sucky, but it's better than nothing here. So let's go ahead and do this. And we're going to get rid of our... Oh, God. It's not great getting rid of a Fateful Absence here. Gosh, I don't even know if we want to do that. Do we want to do that? I don't even think we do. Ugh. Let's go for white. Let's get our white going here. And I think we're just going to go for the Mage's Attendant. And then we have to get rid of this Reflection of Kiki-Jiki. And we just kind of have to. So, yeah, I think we're just going to do this now. It sucks. It sucks. But I don't want them to gain the ability to tap the Reflection of the Kiki-Jiki. So, we can swing in here. Not phenomenal. This has Double Strike and they don't have enough power. So I think we would have to just trade here. So I think we're just going to swing in here. This has Double Strike. So we're good there. But... they're going to bless the clue token. I know they get to use the clue token, so it's more mana efficient if we do it on their upkeep here. But if they could, you know, use the Spell Drain Assassin, I don't know what they have up their sleeve here. So I guess we'll just kind of... we've made our bed, we might as well sleep in it, and we get an Invoke Despair. So here we go. They get to use more Invoking Despairs, and we do not have anything to counter with this wizard, which is wildly sad here. So I guess we'll go ahead and get rid of both these Attendants here. Yeah. Keep the Paragon, keep the Warrior here, and they're going to get so much mana, or so much value out of this. And another land, I mean, you just absolutely, you just absolutely hate to see it. It's just so sad how bad we're running here. Yeah, I mean, we could have drawn anything. Let's see what we could have specialized into if we didn't just get flooded to the absolute teeth. Conjure a duplicate of random card in opponent's hand. I mean, there's just so many different things we could have done here. With the green. Oh, man. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and bluff. We'll go ahead and bluff. Just put on full control. Just, I mean, you know, they have a bazillion cards in their hand. There's no way they don't get out of this. They actually are playing Grixis, which is funny, so... Okay, well, here's a Fable. It's actually not the most menacing thing for how many cards they have in their hand, but we have literally nothing but land, so... Unfortunately, it's not... Oh, wow. Okay, I guess there's some hope here. We do get Spoils of Adventure. Wow. Wow, okay, well, we're definitely casting this. We're not even close. We're definitely casting this. We'll keep a Deserted Beach and a Forest. That sounds fine with me. So we gain 3 life, draw, create 3 cards here, and... Okay, you know, it's something. It's something here. We can specialize and then go for Archpriest. We're just away from being able to do the full party here. I'm sure they have some sort of removal spell. I just don't see why they wouldn't. So, they do have to at least block with the Goblin Shaman. Let's go ahead and do this. And we'll go for this. Get rid of the... No, that we can't. We just can't specialize here. It doesn't make any sense to. No, we just got to swing in. And again, we're 1 mana short. Saiba Siphoner. Wow. Yeah, I mean, you knew they had something here. So they're going to retrieve back their Invoke Despair. And it has Casualty too. So they're probably going to save one of their creatures here. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, I hope they let one go through. Or at least block one. Okay. Down to 3. And I think we're just going to have to drop the Paragon here. That's not going to get it done, is it? No, because we have to discard as well. We can seek a non-land permanent. Let's go ahead and maybe do that. Oh, we have to actually, but then we have to discard the Priest. So we literally just can't. This is just the nastiest gridlock. If we just didn't have 3 other lands, we would just be so good to specialize here. We have to probably keep the Paragon. It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal, man. We actually had an okay shot, especially that last turn. They only played a Fable of the Mirrorbreaker and then a Saiba Siphoner. So, like, you know, I mean, it's still not over. I mean, they can still go for Invoke Despair. Really? I mean, we have to let this go, because if we block here, they use Invoke Despair. Gotta let this go. Let's see if they drop the... Oh my god, the double... Oh. Oh god. Double Invoke Despair. Disgusting. Paragon, I guess it has to be the Archpriest by default. And we're just about to lose out on our life here. We're down to 2 life, which we just barely sneak out of this. And if they have, like, just, like, any sort of removal... Any sort of, like, you know, play with fire. I mean, they're probably not running play with fire or anything, but even play with fire just kills us right now. But it's not over. It's not over. Despite how unfortunate this has played out, we're not out of this yet here. And, I mean, we just get a removal spell. We could actually win this. If we draw into some... No! No, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be absolutely... I'm sorry. I know that content is supposed to be enjoyable to watch, and I'm not being enjoyable right now. Woo! That is tough. That is absolutely brutal here. So I think it's not over just yet, right? Because we can go for Paragon. We're going to search for something. Let's play this with the kicker. We can search for something that we can specialize, but I don't think it's going to be enough. We just needed something that... Oh my goodness. So we can go for blue. Enters the battlefield, conjure a duplicate of random creature. Nope, it's not going to be good enough. We can go for the green. That's not going to be good enough, and the white is also not good enough. So I guess we just have to take, you're dismissed, get out of here. I guess we have to take the... I don't think it's really going to matter here. We can do this. Let's take Linvala. Let's play this down. I mean, again, with the specialized, we just need something that's not land. We do this for green. Doesn't really matter. We're going to have to scry more land. I mean, you just can't make it up. You just can't make it up. At least we get rid of this thing. I guess we can do this. I mean, it's better than nothing here. Where's this at? Where's this at? It perpetually gains you make... I mean, it's not that great, though. It's just really not. We're just going to have to go for double white. We're going to conjure something random, but at least we get it back. We get an Archpriest, and we chop block here. We lose 1 life because of the Meat Hook Massacre, and maybe the only chance we even have... No, they have got Hive of the Eye Tyrant. That is going to be it. I mean, you just gotta be kidding me. I hate to say it like that. I hate to have the Salt come out, but if we're gonna lose to anybody, at least we lose to someone with a really cool name here. And here's like the 17th Invoke Despair on the game here. We'll go ahead and give them a good game. I mean, it's not their problem or their fault or anything. They played a good game. I'm just very salty at the Flood there, but oh well. Cat Climber, how you doing here? This is kind of a slow hand. I'm gonna keep it. but a little slow here. Maybe we can use a Forsaken... Whenever we have a Forsaken Crossroads in the opening hand, my hopes is that I can always just use it to kind of just scry for a non-tapped land. There we go, and everything is wonderful, or at least close to wonderful. So let's go ahead and do that. We will be able to get into the Tajuru Paragon on turn 2, which is pretty good here. What's not good is this stupid bat, which I absolutely hate. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. Some of our opponents in this game like to have stupid pets that make stupid noises. But I digress. Let's go ahead and play down a Paragon. The Paragon is not a changeling, but it does count as a Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, or a Wizard. So that is going to be very nice. Let's see what you got here, Pack Climber. I saw something recently, like Pac-Man. Pac-Man and Pac-Woman or something like that. Like Pac-Woman, the same company doesn't have the rights to both names or something. So they can't get into them or something. Something weird like that, but either way. Well, let's go ahead and swing in. We do have the Mage's Attendant and we have Linvala. So we can get into a Rogue and a Wizard. We can increase our party count. So that's kind of nice. Let's see what Pack Climber wants to do here. Oh, come on now. Don't be shy. I only bite like... Okay, there we go. So say, I mean, I do bite, but I don't bite hard, so don't be shy. And we don't want to drop our Linvala or the Mage's Attendant. I guess we'll go for Linvala. It does fly. Oh, we don't have a full party, and we won't be able to do anything right away anyway. So, oh, got this hair in my mouth. Vanishing Verse, that was kind of rude, but, you know, hey, at least we still got our damage off, so it's pretty cool. Spoils of Adventure, really good card. Stick Together is a good card, but this card can really suck because a lot of times our opponent is running... A lot of times our opponent, even if they're not a party deck, they're just running wizards and whatnot. So that is the problem with this Stick Together card. Very brutal, not gonna lie. It's been utterly, disgustingly, disturbingly, apprehensively, horribly, tremendously terrible so far. But I still have hope. 14 to 20. Let's go ahead and end the turn here. Let's see here. I mean, Spoils of Adventure is really good because we did get our party count up. So now if we have a land, we can draw into that here. And I'm kind of giving up on the counter with the Concerted Defense and the Mage's Defense or the Mage's Attendant, just because we don't really have the most amount of land here. Wow. So Dungeon Descent. They are going to descend into the dungeon. Okay. Okie dokie. So they're going to gain 1 life and what? Okay, gain 1 life because Ham Pashar gets the dungeons to go off twice, which is, you know, pretty cool. We do get a Forsaken Crossroads. Now, unfortunately, we can't make a full party. This comes in tapped, so we're not looking the greatest here. This has Death Touch, but it doesn't have First Strike on their turn, so I think I'm just going to attack all. Yeah, it's not great, but I'm going to attack all. I'm going to. And they just take it, which is kind of nice. Okay, down to 9. But here's the bad part. We have nothing to play. We've got nothing to play, so that is brutally terrible. Let's do this for blue. Fateful Absence. I'm gonna... it's close. Yeah, I mean, we still have Stick Together. I think we'd rather stick together in case they play more cards anyway. 2 Linvalas in the same hand. Not really the best, but we do have a Concerted Defense. Most likely, they're going to just be playing a creature anyway, which kind of sucks, but... We do have this Wizard as well on top of a defense, so let's see what they play here. When they swing in, they're going to be able to adventure into the dungeon 2 different times, which is pretty gross, but there's still hope. There's still hope, because we have counters. We can only counter non-creature spells, so that's not really sexy. Hopefully they play... I don't even know what they play here. Something that we could realistically counter? I don't know. Okay, so... they're gonna scry 1 twice. So that's not really the most menacing thing. I think we can live with that. Just scrying... So basically just scry 2. They put that on the bottom. Let's see what they do with this one. Put this on the bottom as well. Okay. 18. 18 to 9. I think we're doing okay. Nadar. Yeah, it's not phenomenal. It's not phenomenal at all. They're going to be able to do... Oh, God. What's nice is that these are not party creatures. Despite Hama Pashar being a wizard, they'll be able to keep Hama Pashar, but these two will go away if we can find a way to cast Stick Together. So that's nice. We got a Rogue Warrior Wizard, so 2 wizards. Hopefully we can make use of this wizard before it goes bye-bye anyway with this Stick Together, but I mean, I guess I'm getting ahead of myself because we actually just need more land too. So Dungeon Descent, they're going to use this again. Oh boy. Precipitous Drop. Well, now we can go for this, right? So for 3, yeah, let's go for the Concerted Defense. And we can actually counter this because they can't pay that, which is wonderful. But they still can go for Dungeon Descent. But at least we make use out of one of our counters here. Alrighty here. Well, at least they burned through their treasure token. I mean, I'm just trying to stay on the positive side here because that's pretty rough. So what are they going to do here? Scry 4. At some point, you'd think scrying 4, it's like, they'll probably most likely find some sort of cool card that they'll keep here. We don't have enough for lethal next turn, even if we do get the Stick Together. We can get rid of the Nadar and the Triumphant Adventurer. The Ruin Seeker will stay, because it is a wizard, which sucks. So let's see what they want to do here. They put 2 on top. Wow, so I guess they don't even really need to scry 4. The scry 2 is enough. They put both on top, and that is pretty nerve-wracking. So let's see what we draw. Hopefully it's something good here. We get a... Oh, okay, we get a Lae'zel, Githyanki Warrior. How do we want to play this? We want to go for Spoils of Adventure. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go for Spoils of Adventure. There's really nothing else we can do. We can play this, but it's a little slow. This is a Warrior, which is nice. But we don't have a full party anyway, so yeah, I think we're just gonna swing in here. This is an instant, so we can always just kind of wait to cast this, so it's not that big of a deal. If they trade, we'll lose out on a rogue, but we can always just play it again. Let's see what they want to do here. This Spoils of Adventure is a really good card. Slide you over. Our opponent is obviously deeply confoiled, and you can't blame them. Yeah, so, I mean, we don't have lethal or anything. I guess we would have lethal next turn. So let's go ahead and drop the Spoils of Adventure while we have all of our cards out here. So down to 6. We can play this, I guess. I mean, I guess we'll just go for white. We don't need a whole lot of green in this deck here. But what's really nice is we still have 1 mana up for the wizard. I don't know if it'll matter, but it could. I mean, it easily could. And then we have the Stick Together. And another Spoils of Adventure, which is not really the greatest thing here. So, Fate's Reversal. Do we want to use the wizard here? I think we're going to. I'm not even joking you. It sounds stupid, but yeah, I mean, they have to pay 1. I don't know. Maybe that screws them up. I know they just pay the 1, but we already have a wizard, and the Stick Together is going to... We're only going to be able to keep 1 wizard with the Stick Together. So... It is what it is. They get to create all of these. It's not a big deal because, again, we're going to be able to stick together. And the party sticks together, baby. That's it, baby. Play everything you got. They're not going to be able to go into the Mad Wizard's lair just yet. They're going to eventually, which is very scary. So they get to basically scry 6. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Okie dokie. They put them all on the top, so they don't even care. The last, like, multiple times that they've had to scry, they just put everything on top. They don't scared. They ain't scared. Triumphant Adventurer. Here's the scary thing. Here's the scary part. Draw 3 cards. Reveal them. You may cast one of them without paying its mana cost. Yeah, that is utterly terrifying. So Precipitous Drop, that's, you know, it is what it is. This is going to die because the dungeon will be able to be completed, so that's dead. And then I guess they go for a Cloister Gargoyle, which is like a Pokemon. They go for another Nadar, which I guess is fine. I mean, they only get to keep one anyway. They get to do another. I mean, this is just crazy. They're going through all of the different types of dungeons here. Let's see what they got here. Let's see what you got. So they have a lot of firepower on the back end here. We do have Stick Together, so we can get rid of everything except for Hamad Pashar. So that's just going to be what we have to do together. So Stick Together, we have no creatures to save, but they have one creature to save. This is the only party creature that they have. Would be really fortunate if, you know, we could have prevented them from getting into Dungeon of the Mad Mage, but I mean, there's just really nothing we can do here. We do get rid of the whole board, but we're still well behind. Well behind here. And we're getting all of our big fat creatures here in our hand, and the Spoils of Adventure. Gonna be kind of hard to mitigate this difference here. Alright, they go down to a Hamad Pashar, but now they have a Cloister Gargoyle, and it's, oh man. So the Cloister Gargoyles, and these are actual full-blown creatures here, because they did complete the dungeon. Treasure token. I don't know, ladies and gentlemages. I think it's pretty much over. We'll play it out, but it seems over, especially given that we know what's in their hand. We know that they can just go for Dungeon Descent yet again. But we have 15 life. We do have 15 life, so maybe we can draw Nicobolas. Barwin of Clan Undur. So now they get another creature. Hold on, they get to... That's when it attacks. Scry 4. Okay, well, at least this time they put it on the bottom. I mean, shit. I mean, at least it's better than the top. I mean... So, okay, they did put one on the top, but I mean, yeah, scrying that much, you gotta figure you find something you like eventually. Down to 13. And we need a hope and a prayer. Still no green. Not a whole lot of green here, so... I mean, yeah, we just have all the awkward cards. We can literally only play one card. How ridiculously sad is that? We can only play one card out of 5. That can't go double because that's the legendary rule. Wow. I don't even know what to do here. They have, what, concerted defense here? I think it's pretty safe to just kind of call it. Even the audio is going out by this point, so let's go ahead. If they just... Wait, I keep forgetting this is not a concerted defense. This is actually a wash away. So, okay, this does resolve. It does resolve. Let's go and slide this down. Hate to say it, we're just kind of clicking buttons for the fun of it now. These things are going to be way too good here. And, Nadar. And again, these sound effects are gone, which makes for such a less enjoyable viewing experience. So I do apologize for that. And... down to 5, and they've got, what, about 73 cards in their hand. Triumphant Adventurer. Even if we did have a Stick Together, they have this, which is a Cleric, and a Wizard, so, like, we're barely even doing anything, so we're gonna go ahead and, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and concede. Good game, Pat Cliver. No Trick Pony. Well, I guess that's better than a one-trick pony. Okay, no Trick Pony. All right. Well, I guess that'd be worse than a one-trick pony. Okay. Either way, no Trick Pony. Welcome to the show. Let's go ahead and drop our Jaspera Sentinel here. Hopefully we can get a nice little board established here. I'm just Stick Together card. I mean, the jury's still kind of out, but I do kind of like it. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get into our Malevolent Hermit, which is ridiculously sad. I guess we can just call out blue. We do have enough white here. Scry. And we got enough land here. Now, I don't know if we're going to want to go and put a Stick Together, but worst case scenario, we could have a Malevolent Hermit, plus we might just get more land, plus I don't know if they're playing Rogue, or not Rogue, well, Rogue. So this is the problem with Stick Together, is that half the time, our opponent is also playing these types of cards, which just sucks. So, let's shot on the Malevolent Hermit. Now we can go for Fateful Absence, but the green kind of scares me. The green kind of screams like Snakeskin Veil or something. So that is a little nerve-wracking here. I'm going to pass the turn. I'm going to roll the dice. Again, though, the green makes me a little nervous here. So Prosperous Innkeeper. Okay, that's fine. Guess they create a treasure choke in here. Lunarch Veteran. Okay, yeah, I mean, we're going to use Fateful Absence on the Voice of the Blessed, which kind of sucks because, well, you know. Cleric. This is not something. So if we were to use Stick Together, this would go away. They would have to choose between one, which, you know, it is what it is. And they're actually just going to pass. Yeah, I would pass too. That makes sense. Let's go for this. It sucks. We do give them a clue token, which really sucks, but I think we're just going to have to do that. So we'll go for white. And we can go for Stick Together now, but again, it's not really that beneficial right now. So I think what we do is just pass. Yeah, let's go ahead and pass. I mean, this deck is... I mean, we are only running 2 Concerted Defense, so... It kind of sucks to be playing against a creature-heavy matchup with both of our defenses in our hand, but, you know, it is what it is. The Moon Dancer. This is also a Cleric. This is also a Cleric, so our Stick Together is useless versus this deck. I don't want to say completely useless, but, I mean... pretty useless. In this matchup, at least. They do pass. We do get a Linvala, so that's, you know, that's nice. We do get a Wizard, but we have double Wizards now. So we have a Rogue, a Wizard. We do have a Concerted Defense, but we are very behind on the party count here. So hopefully they have some sort of spot removal. I see them targeting my card. Pretty rough start, though. I'm not going to lie, because even if we do manage to do something here, Tenacious Pup, as long as I keep playing creatures that are not clerics or rogues or something, like, I'm very okay with that. But this Moon Dancer is going to get bigger than the high heavens, and we are not going to be able to do a single thing about it. The best thing that we could do is go for Linvala after a full party, and then we can make it not be able to swing. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, as of right now, we're just kind of getting our face beat in. I really want them to play some sort of non-type creature spell. Oh goodness. Okay, so this is in an odd roundabout type of way. This is okay, I guess. It's not the greatest thing, but considering the matchup, they will have to choose one of their clerics. So, I mean, they'll probably just save probably the Moon Dancer, you think? It's either going to be the Moon Dancer or the Voice of the Blessed, obviously, because they are the biggest creatures. And I think we're just going to take this. It's not fun. Oh boy, is it not fun. I think we'd probably just take this, though, right? Ugh, gross. Down to 11 we go. We don't even get the sound animation. A lot of times when you're running this game a long time, you don't get the sound effects for some reason. I don't know why that is, but it is anyway. We do get the Archpriest. This is a Cleric. So we are slowly inching towards a higher count of the party. Well, we're just going to have to stick together, because the party sticks together. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and pay, and we'll tap our Hermit. It's the weakest creature. So, yeah, we get to keep, what, a Wizard, Rogue, Wizard. So I think we keep our Linvala and our Sentinel, because unfortunately, we get to keep one of each card here. We can't keep the Hermit because these are both Wizards, so we're going to keep our Linvala and our Sentinel, get rid of the Hermit. The Hermit has Disturb anyway. And then they have to get rid of everything except for one of their Clerics, which, unfortunately, they do have Clerics, and, you know, they're pretty big. So, let's see what they do here. Pretty rough. So they're going to keep the Voice of the Blessed, and I think we... should we swing in? They probably don't... I mean, it's one of those weird things where it's like, I guess you technically have to swing in. They don't have... Yeah. Because I'm not blocking with the Linvala here. Our only shot at winning this game is if we get into a full party, and then we can prevent the Voice of the Blessed from attacking. Plus, they can't do 11 power this turn. There's like no way. So, Dawnbringer Cleric. I think they do better. Gain, or they can exile a card from the. Oh, okay. Well, they gain life. Yeah. Okay. They just want to get bigger. I understand that. Down to 5 we go with no sound effect. I think and that's it. Okay. Well, I'll get another Linvala. Life's not fair. Life sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes life just sucks. Let's drop our Archpriest here. Linvala is a complete and utter dead card. We do get the Malevolent Hermit from the graveyard, but we still do not have a full party. And if we don't have a full party, we're kind of just screwed. So I guess we can just use the Benevolent Geist to chump block because we do have a Wizard already. But this has Trample, doesn't it? Oh, God. Oh goodness. Okie dokie. Pass the old turn here. Okay, well, I mean, again, these defenses, we can still play with the Sentinel. It's kind of sneaky, but we are not technically totally tapped out of mana sources. But the problem is this Voice of the Blessed has lethal, so Tenacious Pup, whatever. Gain life up to 7. I mean, either way, we're going to have to chump block this thing, but it has Vigil, or Trample, rather. I guess we just do this. Go down to 1. We have another Linvala anyway, so I guess we just have to. It's really awkward and weird, but safekeeping. I don't know what this accomplishes. Hold on. Oh, you gain 2 life. Oh, okay. So I guess we go for let's go for defense. Pay this because they're gaining a life to get, and then they go up to an 8/8. So we have 3 more, and they have just enough. They have just enough to pay this off, and we are going to lose because that's going to have 8. They have trample over, just enough for 5, and we lose. Oh my goodness. What a brutal. How brutal. Oh my god. I can't believe I just made a video. I lost every single match. It took 230 episodes. I can't believe it. I can't believe we finally made a video and I didn't ever win one time. Oh my god. So if you notice, I got my absolute butt chewed in this video, but hey, I appreciate you. If you stayed this long and watched all my content, thank you so much. It absolutely means the world to me. So make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that wonderful stuff. But yeah, thank you so much, and hopefully you enjoyed the beating that I've taken, and hopefully you enjoy Baldur's Gate, and more content is coming. But yeah, that's all I got for you. Man, out!